Hey, have you ever gone on an international food safari and then felt like such a fat bastard that your body dysmorphia got triggered?
I know that my body doesn't need to carry this much weight.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to me. Lol.
How do you feel today?
Fat today. Do you love food, you little piggy snout? I myself, Jessica O'Reilly, I love food so much that sometimes I'll eat food that I don't even like. Oh, I can see its bones. I can't do it. That's for the dog. But enough about me. I'll tell you who else likes food.
People on the internet.
People on the internet just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, and everyone else watches them.
She looking like this is a chore.
She's looking like this is her 9 to 5.
And they get millions and millions of views. It's all because of this
South Korean trend
that started in the early 2000s across their popular Africa TV live streaming platform. Mukbang is a verified internet sensation. Streamers, content creators, and food lovers alike will spend hours filming themselves eating huge amounts of food while engaging with their audience through the camera.
It's kind of weird, but I love weird. And as I mentioned, I love food. So I kind of want to give it a go myself. But I like to do things the right way. So I wanted to do mukbang where mukbang was born. I wanted to do mukbang in
South Korea! Sorry, I don't know why I was calling it mukbang like a nerd. It's mukbang. Alright, so I'm in Korea here because I tagged along on a 2-day trip with my friend Luke. Hi, Luke. Luke works for the airline Qantas, you see, and he put me on staff travel, which means that I can travel around the world for a fraction of the price that you could. I'm really sorry about that, but that's just the way it is.
Welcome to Korea.
By the way, on the way over when everyone else in economy was eating pretzels, I was getting delivered arancini balls. I mean, can you picture this? Everyone in economy was eating paddle pop sticks and I was literally sitting among them drinking champagne and eating cheese. This guy next to me was so jealous I could tell. I had a great time on the flight over, but this is definitely the face of someone who's got anxiety about how much food she's eaten.
Okay, so we're in South Korea and today is the big day. Happy Mukbang Day!
Okay, so you know when you finish at the gym and you feel really proud of yourself, and then you're on your way home and you see KFC, and then you think, well, I definitely deserve that. I wanted to sort of reverse engineer that feeling. Is he okay?
Alright, so I've decided if I'm going to eat as much as an elephant today, I need to actually get my metabolism working at the pace of an elephant. So, let's go!
Watching this footage is actually a bit uncomfortable for me because I know what I was going through in my head and it wasn't healthy. Externally, I'd decided to make a video about eating my way around a city, but internally, I kind of triggered all these wonky relationship issues that I have with food.
The idea is to keep my heart rate above 50 and then I can burn 10 calories per minute at that rate. So, aiming for 1,200 calories to fit in the mukbang.
Anyway, I burnt 1,000 calories in 2 hours, even though all research these days suggests that cardio is not supportive of weight loss. But doesn't matter, I was ready to take on the food.
You ready to eat that food, you little piggy guts? Yeah, you like food, don't you, little piggy?
Alright, settle down.
Jump forward in time, we were showered and we were ready to go out to Seoul and take on all the little calories that they had to offer. South Korea was actually insane for food. It's a modern country with loads of diversity, so you can get everything authentic Korean cuisine to fun fusions to Portuguese tarts. This is just a mall that we visited on the way. We didn't actually eat anything here, but it was a great way to get my first taste of Korean culture.
Do you speak English?
We'd actually decided that the best way to get some real authentic cuisine into our faces was to go to one of the city's famous markets. The only problem was that we had to commute and we didn't reach the area until about 2 p.m. or something.
I've become really hangry.
So when the markets were finally in sight, I couldn't get there fast enough. Honestly, I'd burnt over 1,000 calories by now and I was ready to eat my arm, but I do like my arm, so I didn't. The aromas in this place were driving me bonkers. Look how amazing this shit is. Sure, I have a negative relationship with food sometimes, but I still have a high appreciation for this stuff. We ended up choosing a little spot at one of the many little stalls and ordered as much food as we could, and I think this lady knew that I was filming her. And then it began. This was the first bite I had eaten all day. Nothing was getting in the way of this, except mine and Luke's hats. At this point, I wasn't dealing with any sort of food guilt. I was ravenous. I couldn't get enough of it. I deserved this. This is who I was now. Give it all to me. Hey, do you guys think Luke was judging me here? By the way, I really love Luke. He's one of my best friends, and I just want to take the moment to acknowledge that. Sometimes we even roleplay and pretend he's my little pussy wussy cat. After we'd eaten that delightful meal, we cleaned the table all by ourselves because she asked us to. And on our way to our next binge, I couldn't help but notice this lady pulling a live squid out of the tank and dangling it around and probably talking about how in South Korea it's a delicacy to eat a squid while it's still alive. I wish I was kidding. You're probably feeling really sad now, so let's balance this thing out with something a little bit more wholesome, like this cute old couple eating their lunch outside their little market stall. The next bite to eat that we had was this small bucket of sticky chicken, and the quality of this camera footage is a good representation of the quality of that chicken.
Eat up, big girl.
Did he just call me big girl? Last on the menu are these pancake things. Luke actually wanted to start with these, but I advised against breaking what was essentially a 16-hour fast with this instant insulin spike, as if it even mattered at this stage. We gobbled this down like gluttonous little piggies while the locals in the background ate their meal nice and delicately like normal humans should. To be honest, we didn't even know what half the food was at this place. Luke suggested it might have been tongue, so that's gross. And then, finally...
I think this might be the end of the mukbang experience.
We have eaten a lot.
So much.
3 servings. Oh, huge amounts of food.
I just got an alert on my phone, a relax reminder, but that's what happens when your heart rate spikes suddenly. It's like, relax, like take time to chill out. I'm like, no, that's because my arteries are stuffed and I'm about to have a heart attack. It's hard to relax. So eating too much food is actually really a lot of pressure on the body, and I wouldn't want to put myself through that by doing a real mukbang.
이제 끝났어. 이제 그만 끝났어. 이제 끝나. 이거 그저 일어나.
Be brave.
Universe is one. Universe is one.
Yes!